The suspect has been identified. He's a 20-year-old student at the school. Investigators saying the gunman is the son of a Leon County Sheriff's deputy and used her gun in the
Another tragedy. The reason I'm making this is because I want to say what is going to be completely split in the comment section and in general is guns are the problem or they're not the problem. You probably already heard about this, but I'm going to be talking about the shooting that occurred yesterday at Florida State University in Tallahassee. So aside from the title of this video, I'm not going to refer to the shooter by name because that's what they want. They want to be well known. So I'm either going to say the shooter or the loser. Either one fits. So I'm going to start by just saying the information that I know now and what I believe to be is true. So I'm recording this video Friday, April 18th at 7 a.m. and I'm going to post it in a couple of hours. There's a lot of facts that are going to come out, and I'm just going to state what I believe to be is true. So, and then of course, my opinion. So first, we have at least 2 people were killed and 6 other sustained injuries in a shooting at Florida State University. The gunman is 20 years old and opened fire at the student union building around lunchtime. The shooter is a student at FSU and the son of a veteran Leon County police officer. Interesting. The suspect was shot by police at the scene and taken to the hospital. His condition remains unknown. The motive behind the shooting is still unclear. We'll talk about that. Campus police said the 2 people killed were not FSU students. Their identities have not yet been released. So my name is Frank Latella, and I own a gun store in South Florida. But the reason I'm making this is because I want to say what is going to be completely split in the comment section and in general is guns are the problem or they're not the problem. Well, by now you probably already know what I'm about to say, considering the channel is based off of self-defense, firearms, Second Amendment news, this and that. So as a gun store owner, law enforcement firearms instructor, and a patriotic civilian, I can tell you that the gun is not the issue. Although the tool used by the loser shooter was a firearm was also used to take him out to save other lives. Let me put it to you like this. If you believe that firearms are the problem, I want you to comment what laws you would like to see passed that you believe would end this like that. The answer is there is none. You cannot make a law strict and say, well, that's going to do it. All bad things, specifically these mass shootings, happen in gun-free zones. The laws that we have in Florida prohibits the purchase from a dealer, anybody under the age of 21 to purchase a firearm. From this article, and there's really no way for me to say if it's true or not, he's identified as a 20-year-old. That being said, he did not get the gun from a dealer, which means any law you put on the book isn't going to prevent it. Turn on the news, find something completely unrelated where there's a shooting in some city, there's a just any random shooting, right? And that criminal didn't follow the laws. It's plain and simple. You can take all the guns away from the people and the bad guys will still have them, or they'll find a way to cause harm. Now, what I'm saying, I don't want this to come off as being insensitive and there are victims that died, and there are a lot in the hospital, and hopefully they pull through. As I mentioned, the reason I'm making this video is simply to give my 2 cents. Clearly, something's wrong with that kid. I'm not trying to, bully or anything, but just by the picture that comes up, just you can see he's a little bit awkward from that picture alone. Now, here's a couple of strange things that I like to put out. All right, so we have a part in this article that says he is a registered Republican. Well, how ridiculous is that? That doesn't mean anything. There is a picture that I'll pull up of him standing with a sign, "Fight Trump." Fight Trump, right? You know who was also allegedly a registered Republican? The nerd that shot Donald Trump at his rally in Pennsylvania. Now, I think there's much more to the story than we're being told, but he was also registered, even though he decided to donate to a Democratic campaign, but that's a different story. So we have this loser shooter who is holding a sign that says "Fight Trump." I thought the people who dislike Trump, liberals, Democrats, whatever it is, I'm just generalizing, right? I know it's not everybody, wants unity and peace. This is not that. There's clearly deep issues with this guy. Defend women's rights. It says it in the sign. Yeah, let's defend their rights by shooting them down and leaving them on the ground to bleed out. Great. But I see a sign, Freedom Road Socialist Organization. You have a lot of closed fists in the air. It's just a weird group with terrible ideology, and it's hate. It's all hate. It's not the gun. I can guarantee if they didn't have access to firearms, they would figure out another way. Oh, and you have this red-haired woman with a little cardboard sign, didn't have time to go to Office Depot to get a real one. Abortion is healthcare. I believe that's what it says. Right. Oh, this is a good one. You ready for this? Court records obtained by CNN reveal that the loser shooter had a troubled childhood. You don't say. It states his mother is a former police officer. He obtained the firearm from her. And if the firearm was not securely locked up, there's a chance that she'll get either civilly charged, civilly sued or charged, although he's not a minor. More details to come out. The point is, I know a lot of people who have firearms in the home and their kids have access to them. Not meaning that they're going out, and using them, but they know where they are, they know how to get into the safe, and the point is they are responsible. They are normal because the parents raised them right. The fact that he used her gun, yeah, it's certainly not a good look for the police department and for her. Something's going to happen to her. She will be, I don't know what criminal, if any criminal acts were committed. I'm not sure about that, but from what I hear, the police response was excellent. They took this guy down in a relatively quick amount of time. So kudos to them. Excellent. I heard rumors of multiple shooters. I don't know if that's true. If it is, please comment below and let me know how many there were. All right, I think I'm done. So I'll be honest with you, I really do not enjoy making videos like this. The videos on my channel typically are educational and instructional, but once in a while when something, in as a current event that relates to my profession or what I know a decent amount about, then I feel the need to voice my opinion, and that's all it is. It's an opinion. So for those who think I'm a complete idiot, go ahead and tell me that in the comments. That's fine. For those who agree with some of what I have to say, consider subscribing to this channel so that you can stay informed on what I have coming up. Be safe, be vigilant, and remember, you are your own first responder.